Alright, this is awkward occurrence for awkward entertainment. So we're gonna get quickly into the Georgia voter fraud. So we all remember this video. This video has been explained. So I'm gonna do it real quickly. I guess we'll do it right here. So we all remember this video.
If you would tell us your name and your position, please.
So I'm Jackie Pick, and I'm here as a volunteer. I am a lawyer, but I'm not acting as a lawyer in
So
this
Trump's
case.
team came to Georgia and they presented a video that they only watched 1 hour of.
The evidence that we have
They claimed they
from
only had 1
State
hour to
Farm
watch
Arena
it. They didn't
here in
have
Fulton
enough time to
County,
review it.
which goes to what Ray was talking about in terms of.
So it's down. So let's explain this video. So in this video, people working at the polling station, the polling place, they left. They were told to leave for whatever reason. Now, when the media left and then some Republican representative left, people stayed behind and continued to count. As you can see, they continued to count. They pulled a suitcase or a container full of ballots from under a black table. Now, this has been explained away. This little TV show is being explained away as... How do they explain it? Well, I was trying to find a word to explain it. Just let me put it like this. So the lady who's running the center, who's running this whole operation at the center, she was told not to leave by the Secretary of State of that state. So they called her up, told her on second thought, don't leave. We need you guys to continue for a few more hours and count ballots. So if you read the news article says the lady in the video was on the phone. As you can see, she was talking to the Secretary of State. They told her to work past 10, but the camera people had already left. Mainstream media had already left. The Republican poll watchers had already left, but these 4 people. So once everybody left, they yelled action. They went under the table, put out some containers, and they started processing the ballots in the containers. In the video, which we don't see. So at this hearing with Trump team, we didn't see in the video where people were packing up for the night and putting ballots in those containers. We didn't see that for whatever reason. And the reason we didn't see that because the same lady who introduced herself, she says they didn't have a chance to check the entire video. So they came to court half but ready. They weren't ready when they came to court that day and showed this video. They just weren't. Like in this TV show, they weren't ready. Like, how did you not see them packing a container full of ballots and putting it under the table? Because that's what this news article goes on to say, is that they packed up for work. The video shows the election manager taking a phone call and informing staff that the work was not done. Though poll watchers were gone and media was gone, the process was recorded and a monitor from the Secretary of State arrived about an hour later, that'd be after 11. So the election workers who were still there unpacked the absentee ballots from the containers. And they resumed counting to about 1 a.m. Then at 1 a.m. somebody else came in. So that explains this video. And that explains why this lady... Let me find her. That explains why this lady said they didn't have enough time to check the video before they came to court that day. I believe she said they only checked about an hour of footage, and they only focused in on that part with the storage containers being removed from under the table and them counting ballots. So instead of just waiting to present this evidence and gather their facts, they rush out to the media, out to the public, out to this hearing. They rushed to this hearing, presented a video that they didn't gather all the facts on, and they gave it to the general public to view. They gave it to us to go ooh and all after. Like, ooh, oh, did that happen? Ooh, oh, they gave it to us to speculate. Ooh, oh, ooh, oh. So if I'm a lawyer, I got a video. I'm looking through the video. I'm looking for evidence of voter fraud. I see people pull a ballot from under the table. Well, why don't I go back and see where the ballots came from? Or where the suitcases came from, or the containers? You know, why don't I talk to the people first in the video and see what their story is before I present it as evidence at a hearing about voter fraud? So they didn't do any of that. Kind of led the public on. Then you find out a couple of weeks later in the media, oh, well, everything was done legal. They told the poll watchers to go home. But the Secretary of State called and they wanted the lady to stay with her help and finish counting till 1 o'clock without the poll watchers, without the media. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense, right? Right. Makes sense, but doesn't make sense. So that's the Georgia voter fraud video explained. Everything was done legally so far. So far is what they're telling us. Facts can change. You know, YouTube say we don't want anything on our platform that isn't a recorded fact. Yeah, okay. Facts can change. Things can change. People lie. So I don't understand that in YouTube policy. You don't want anything on a platform that's not a recorded fact. Yeah, a recorded fact gets debunked all the time, and the truth comes out all the time. So who are they to say that what's a fact and what's not a fact? What's a fact and what's not a fact? All right. Well, they are no one to say what's a fact and what isn't a fact. Anyway, this has been Awkward Occurrence with Awkward Entertainment, and there's still claims of voter irregularities going on. There's still stuff going on in the media about voter irregularities. So we will see who's going to win this presidential campaign. They say Biden won, but for some odd reason, mainstream media is still reporting about voter irregularities. And this is Awkward Occurrence, Awkward Entertainment. I'll see you in the next video.